Osmanthus
Okay.
wine tastes the same as I
இப்போ வந்து
remember.
அல்ஹைத்தம் ஸ்டோரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் முடிச்சோம். அதுக்கு
But
முன்னாடி
where are
டெய்லி சொல்லணும்னு
those
நினைக்கிறேன்.
who share the memory?
டெய்லிஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துடும். No honor among thieves. Okay. சவுண்ட்லாம் செக் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துடுறேன்.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Solidify! Dodge this!
Hold the line!
Propagate!
Go bishop down!
You're open! I will have order!
இங்கே வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம். இந்த பக்கம் போட்டுருக்கோம்.
Scatter!
Fire hazard!
That was... The hunter becomes the hunter.
ஓகே, இது முடிஞ்சிடுச்சு. அடுத்து ஹேமர் ஆஃப் மஷ்ரூம்ஸ். ஒரு ரெசன்ஸ் வேறு காலி பண்ணலையா இன்னும்? ஆமாம்ல, நேற்று நைட்டோட அப்படி விட்டாச்சு. ஹேமர் ஆஃப் மஷ்ரூம் ஓகே, சேலஞ்சு ஒன்று பிடிச்சிருக்கானா? இல்லையே. இதுதான் சேலஞ்சா? இங்கே அது இல்லையா? ஓகே பரவாயில்ல, பர்போர்ட்லேயே கொடுத்துட்டானே. இன்னும் ஒன்று லேயர் அது அன்லாக்கே பண்ணலையா? சிறப்பு. இங்கேருந்து போவோம். இப்போ ஆனால் அந்த பக்கம் போவே இல்லை நினைக்கிறேன், அப்படியே தான் இருக்கு. 400 மீட்டர். என்ன ஒரு மாற்றம், இப்படி சேஞ்ச் ஆயிடுச்சு வெதர். ஐயோ, ஒன்று ஸ்டாமினா கம்மியாகுது. செஸ்ட் இருக்கு, அதையே முடிச்சுட்டு போயிடும். நான் அவ்வளோ பெரிய பேர்டா.
Stabilize.
இவ்வளோ பெரிய பேர்டா இருக்கு.
Allow me.
எங்கே போச்சுது? ஸோ
Time for a light show.
ஆய்.
Solidify.
Hold the line.
எனக்கு ஃபயர் வச்சு அடிக்கிறோமா? அதுவும் ஃபயர் தான்ல. ஓய்
Gather.
முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஃபயரா நீ கொடுக்குற தம்மா தூண்டுச்சுக்கு நான் அவ்வளோ பெரிய போர்டு அடிக்கணுமாடா?
That's close
Happy to
enough.
oblige. Allow me.
This is order.
இருந்தார்கள். அவ்வளோதானா? ஓ இன்னொருத்தாங்களா?
You are not welcome. Stabilize. Propagate.
ஓய் நான் தட்டுறீங்க.
Guide you.
Hold the line. I'm getting sick of this.
முடிஞ்சிருச்சா? ஓகே. அடுத்து எங்கே போகணும்? ஆப்ரேஷன் கேஸ். Waypoint unlocked. Hey. Okay, done. நம்ம இன்வென்ட்ரியில் கண்டென்ஸ் ரிசல்ட்ஸ் இருக்கா? எக்ஸ்பயர் ஆயிடுச்சா? அது ஷிட். கண்டென்ஸ் 5 இருக்கு. இப்போ ஒரு பாஸ் அடிச்சு விட்ருவோம். இங்கே லெவல் கோப்போ பார்ப்போமா? ட்ராவலர் வச்சு கோப்போ. மேட்ச் கன்ஃபார்ம். தானிஷ்க். ஓ உங்களோட லுக். Cheeky. Oi.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Get out of here.
சீக்கிரம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்கப்பா. யார் அது? டேய் இவங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போகிறாங்களா இல்லையா அவனுங்க? என்ன பண்ணுங்க அது? இவங்க வேலைக்கு வர மாதிரி தெரியலையே. என்ன ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவானுங்களா இல்லையா? அட போங்களா. போயிடலாமா வெளில? வந்துடுச்சு. ப்ரோ ஐஸ்ட்டு எப்படி போடிங்க? என்ன நீங்கள் சொர சிம்பிள்ஸாக போட்டுக்கிறீங்க போலையே. ஓகே ட்ராவலர் வச்சுட்டு போவோமா? ரெடி. ஹீலர். ஓகே ஹீலர் தான் இருக்கானே. ஐ ப்ரோ நானும் உங்கள் பிக் ஃபேன் ப்ரோ. சேம் டு சேம். நீங்களும் கென்ஷன் வாங்கினா வர மாட்டீங்கோ. நான் என்ன பண்ணுறது? ஸோ இதை முடிச்சுட்டு அடுத்து ஸ்டோரி குவெஸ்ட் போக வேண்டியதான். நைட்டு போட்டை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுங்க ப்ரோ. ஏன் ப்ரோ அம்மா வரவங்களாம் ஸ்பேன் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அதால் தான் நான் நைட் போர்ட் ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்கேன். சீக்கிரமாக வந்துடுவோம். மோஸ்ட்லி 10:30க்கலாம். பெருசாக அது இருக்காது. அவ்வளோ ஒர்க் இருக்காதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா டெலிவரிஸ் எல்லாம் நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக் தான். ப்ரோ புயல். ஐயோ 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 உங்களுக்கு ஹெச்பி இருக்காதுடா. நல்ல வேலை போட்டான். இல்லை இந்த இடத்துல பர்ஸ்ட் போகிறதே வேஸ்ட் போலையே. ஃபஸ்ட் ஃபேஸ் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அடுத்து செகண்ட் ஃபேஸ். வாட் அ ஜைகான்டிக் ஃபிகர். இந்த மியூசிக்கே ரொம்ப சூப்பராக இருக்கும். அச்சக் போய் தூரமாக வந்துரு நீ. எடா போன நீ? பெருசாக விட்டேன். என்ன வந்துட்டானா அவன்? மறுபடியும் ஒன்று விட்றேன் வச்சுக்கோ. பெருசாக பண்ண போகிறான். அங்கதான் வருது ரிங்கு. இந்த கால் அடிப்போம். ஓ ஓ காலியாயிட்டான். மேலே போ. ஹெச்பி ரொம்ப கம்மியாக குறையுது. எல்லாரும் போஸ்ட் போட்டு தான் இருக்கும். முடிச்சிட்டான். ஆஃபீஸ்லையா? புரியல. அதான் ப்ரோ நைட் நான் சீக்கிரமாக வந்துடும் ப்ரோ. ஆஃபீஸில் பெருசாக அதுவும் ஒர்க் இருக்காது. ஐ மீன் ஒர்க்காக டெலிவரி கிடையாது இன்றைக்கி. அதனால் இருக்க ஒர்க்கை மட்டும் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துடுவேன். ஸோ 10:30 போல் வந்துடுறேன், போயிடலாம். நம்ம மெயின் பாஸ் விட்டு மற்ற பாஸ்லாம் அடிக்கணும். இல்லாட்டி நிறைய பாஸ் அடிக்கவே இல்லை. கேரக்டர் லெவலப். ஓகே ஓகே ரெசன் ஒரு ரெசன் முடிச்சாச்சு. அது ஃபில் ஆகிறதுக்குள்ளே நம்ம ஸ்டோரி கஷ்டம் முடிச்சிடலாம். சி ஸ்கில் ரீசெட் தான் ப்ரோ. அந்த ராணியை யாரோ முடித்தோம்ல, அவகிட்ட தான் இருக்கும். அவள் வந்து ஒரு ஐட்டம் ஒன்று கொடுத்துருப்பா. அதை யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் நீங்கள் இது பண்ணணும். ஓகே வேர் இஸ் ஸ்டோரி குவெஸ்ட் ஐன்ஸ் பிளட் இதுதான் நினைக்கிறேன். al-haitham. ஆமாம்.
How's everything going with your thesis?
I should be able to publish it next month.
2 days ago I was worried.
A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it.
Well,
okay.
Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might
Oh,
have
ஏதோ
gotten
ஃபைனல்
dragged
எக்ஸாம்
down
முடிச்சிருக்காங்க
into
போல. thesis எழுதுறாங்க.
How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting grand sage reviewed all of our
Acting grand
projects
sage வந்து
and
al-haitham.
gave
அவன்
us
தான் ரிவ்யூ
permission to
பண்றாங்க.
continue our
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
ஆமாம், பழைய கிராண்ட் சேஜ் போட்டு சொல்லிட்டாங்க.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages
அதெல்லாம்
has
புது
been
al-haitham.
taking some
புது
time, so he's
grand
just
sage.
filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving
Long
myself
vacation.
a long vacation and getting some much needed rest.
மான்ஸ்டர் தான் போகிறாங்க. ஆமாம், மான்ஸ்டர் நம்ம இன்னும் வர முடிக்கல. பெஸ்ட் எல்லாரும் இருக்கு.
They're really out of their minds, making al-haitham the
ஆமாம், ஒரு
acting
500 ப்ளஸ்
grand
தாண்டிடுச்சு.
sage.
Take it easy,
அது
Professor.
எப்படி என்னன்னே தெரியல,
I'm
தாண்டுது.
puzzled as
சரின்னு
well.
விட்டுட்டேன்.
Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent
குட் கண்டென்ட்டா?
scholars.
நமக்கு
I
எது
don't know
கண்டென்ட்?
why they
வெறும் லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் தானே.
struggling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him.
ராஜ்குமார்.
He was one of my students, but he rarely
He
attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance! Misery of misery
நிறைய லைவ்
for
ஸ்ட்ரீம்
the
பண்ணணும்.
Akademiya to have
ஸ்டோரி கண்டென்ட்
him
போடுங்க வரும்.
as the acting grand sage.
நீங்கள் சும்மா சுட்டு நடிச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா
Professor,
ஒர்க் வர
don't get
மாட்டான்.
so worked up.
ஓரளவுக்கு
I'll
நல்ல
look at
ஸ்டோரி
your
கேம்ஸ் ஆட வேண்டும்.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting grand sage is from Haravatat.
அப்புறம் இது மாதிரி ஏதாவது ரோல் பிளேயிங் கேம்ஸ் ஆடினீங்கன்னா அந்த ரோல் பிளேயிங் கேம் ஃபேன்ஸ் வருவானுங்க. அந்த ஃபேன் பேஸ் அப்படியே
Someone
வரும்.
named al-haitham.
வெறும்
Never
ஸ்டோரி
met him
கேம்ஸ் ஆடினாலும்
myself,
வராது.
but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being
ஏன்னா
said
இது
about
மாதிரி
him.
கேம்ஸுக்கு தான்
Hard to
எப்பவுமே
tell what's
ஆளுங்க
true and what
இருப்பானுங்க.
isn't, though.
ஸோ நீங்கள்
There's
போட்டிங்கன்னா அவங்க
also
வருவாங்க.
a Bahumana scholar
ஆனால்
who's
ஸ்டோரி
been in
கேம்ஸ்
the
வந்து
spotlight
ரேண்டம் இல்லை,
recently.
யாரும்
They
வந்து
say that
பார்க்கலாம்.
he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow.
al-haitham being the acting grand sage.
Acting grand sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that
ப்ரோ
old
அதுதான் ப்ரோ
Ilyas.
கேமே. நீங்கள் கிரைண்ட் பண்ணணும், நல்ல ஆர்டிஃபெக்ட்ஸ் எடுக்கணும், பில்ட் பண்ணணும். நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக பில்ட் பண்ணி நல்ல நல்ல பில்ட்ஸ்லாம் நீங்கள் வீடியோ போட்டிங்கன்னா வருவாங்க. நம்ம வர ஸ்டோரி கேம்ஸ் வந்து ஸ்டோரி கேம்ஸ் பார்க்குறவங்க மட்டும்தான் வருவாங்க. ஆனால் இது வந்து யாரும் எப்போ வந்து பார்ப்பாங்க.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
The matra.
The matra?
I'm
ஏதாவது ஒரு
Ilyas.
கேம் இது மாதிரி
I
சூஸ்
have to
பண்ணிங்க.
talk to a matra about something important.
ஆர்பிஜி கேம் ஒன்று அது போட்டு ஆரம்பிச்சிங்கன்னா அந்த ஃபேன் பேஸ் எப்பவுமே சாலிடாக இருப்பாங்க.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a matra?
அது கஷ்டம். ஏன்னா நீங்கள் கேம் சேவ் வந்து எடுக்க முடியாது எல்டன் ரிங்கில். அதான் பிரச்சனை. நீங்கள் திருப்பியும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லேருந்து ஆடணும்.
Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it
ஊலாங்
that way,
வந்திருக்கு, தனியா
fine,
ஆடுங்க.
we'll take you to a matra.
அதை கிரைண்ட் பண்ணி ஃபுல்லாக முடியுங்க, சூப்பராக இருக்கும். ஓகே, the illustrations of the mob ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகிடுச்சு. Vultur Volans chapter act 1.
We promised to take him to a matra, but we don't know that many, do we? Oh, wait, Cyno should be back at the Akademiya. Let's go find him.
ஓகே, சைனோ போய் பார்க்கணும் அகாடமியில். எங்கே இருக்கான் சைனோ? இங்கே தான் இருக்கானா? உள்ளே இருக்கான். அதை பார்த்தா முடியுமா? மினிமம் செக் வச்சு ஆடலாம். ஆனால் ஊழாங்க தவிர வேறு ஏதாவது ஆடுங்க. மேபி செக்யூரோ இருக்குது.
Are you friends of Mahamatra Cyno? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can
செக்யூரோவும் ஆடலாம். ஆனால் செக்யூரோட ஒரே பிரச்சனை கண்ட்ரோலர். Like because he ran into sky by the gates and he seems really eager. ஏன் இவ்வளோ சோகமாக இருக்கான் பையன்?
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it?
செக்யூரோக்கு கண்ட்ரோலர் தான் ப்ரோ பிரச்சனை. சில டைம்ஸ் எடுக்காது.
Siraj.
சிராஜா யார் அது?
Siraj.
That name sounds
Name
familiar.
sounds familiar.
Isn't he Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact.
இல்ல சான்ஸ்கிரிட்
He's as
நேம்ஸ் அப்படியே
daring as he
பண்ணிருப்பாங்க.
is intelligent.
சுமேருல
There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's
Karav.
next sage.
இது நம்ம எப்பல தான் போல.
Please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for
Ilyas.
conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could. A little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting?
எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் கண்டக்ட் பண்றானே. நெக்ஸ்ட் சும்மா கண்டக்ட் பண்றான்.
I don't remember.
Don't remember அடப்பாவி.
You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking
towards me and then my head started feeling weird. ஓ அவன் கிட்ட வந்து இந்த மேஜிக் போட்டான் போல.
That I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
ஆக்வர்ட்ஸ் இன்னும் டவுன்லோட் முடியலையா உங்களுக்கு? ப்ரோ நான் எப்போ உங்களை போட சொன்னேன்?
All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj.
நான் திருப்பி கூட முந்தானே தூர டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி ஃபுல்லா டவுன்லோட் ஆயிடுச்சு ஒரே நைட்ல. நீ இன்னும் முடியலன்றீங்க.
Please don't take it the
நான்
wrong
திருப்பி
way.
இந்த மாட் செக் பண்ணுறதுக்கு மல்டிபிள் மாட் செக் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நேற்று ஒரு வாட்டி முந்தானே தூர டவுன்லோட் பண்ண திருப்பியும்.
Can you
பேன்
two
ஒர்க்
wait
ஆகல.
out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
கிரியேட்டர்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் ஒர்க் ஆகுது. ஓகே இப்போ போய் பார்ப்போம் எங்க பண்றானு. சிராஜ் you wait somewhat longer than expected. அல்ஹைத்தம் பண்ணிட்டான்.
Huh? Alhaitham?
எனக்கு ஆகல ப்ரோ,
Let me bring
கிரியேட்டர்ஸ்
you up
ஆகுது.
to speed.
எனக்கே
First
ஆகலன்னு
things
தெரியல.
first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test.
கண்ட்ரோல் பட்டன் கொடுத்து ஐபி
This
ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன்
indicates
கேட்கல.
that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided.
அட்டாமிக் ஹார்ட் கொஞ்சம் டைம்
This
பொறுத்து
matter
ஆடுங்க,
was
இப்போ பக்ல
reported to
இருக்கும்.
acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Cyno and then asked
Cyno
to
asked him to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the matra. Is there a special reason?
Special reason.
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
நான் ரோடு தான் போட்டேன். ஒரே நைட்ல ஆயிடுச்சு எனக்கு முந்தானே.
I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case,
Let's join them as well. Okay, போலாமே. போய் யார் அந்த
It's
சிராஜன்
already
பாப்போம்.
against protocol for acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two, oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Confidential.
don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far.
Okay.
Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with the Kasharawar researcher.
Kasharawar researcher, சரி.
This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon
ஓ
this
சிராஜ் வந்து அங்க தான்
information while
பிசினஸ்ல பண்ணிருக்கானா? Kasharawar researcher. The tavern, சரி.
Incidentally, Siraj
Siraj
is
is
at the
in
Akademiya
Akademiya
right now. He applied for long-term off-site
Off-site
research
research.
1 month
Oh.
ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
சரி அந்த டேவர்ன் யார் இருந்தாங்க? ஆரா prepare to head out. ஓ தான்
You
போறோம்.
two, do as you will.
Oh, come on. We already said that we're coming.
பைமான் டென்ஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு. இப்போ எங்க போகணும்?
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand
மெம்பர்ஷிப்
Sage
ஃப்ரீயா
Alhaitham.
தரணுமா என்ன ப்ரோ மெம்பர்ஷிப்
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately.
என்ன
The
மெம்பர்ஷிப்னே
new
தெரியலையே நான் என்ன
Akademiya
வச்சிருக்கேன்
decree
மெம்பர்ஷிப்
clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the matra's actions during an ongoing
அது இன்னும்
investigation.
மோனடைஸ் ஆகலையே
If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons.
இந்த சிராஜை போய் தேடி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் அவன் ஏதோ ரிசர்ச் பண்றானாமா இட உடமான ஒரு
Ilyas,
ரிசர்ச்
please stay here.
மறைச்சு பண்றானா
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
இவன் என்ன
Sure.
சேஜுக்கே
Though
பில்
I'd
இது
rather
கொடுக்குறான்
he just protect
கமாண்ட் கொடுக்குறான்
himself.
He's the same as ever, casually ignoring people just like he did back at Aru Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him
வாட்டா
to understand my
இல்லையே
position
என்ன பாட்டு
clearly.
அட நீங்க வேற பாருங்க கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல தான் போயிடுவானுங்க
Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But
அது
unlike
இருந்தா நான்
you,
ஏன் இவ்வளவு வெயிட்
he's
பண்ணிட்டு போறேன்
making
2
this
வருஷம் ஆச்சு
matter more
யூடியூப் ஆரம்பிச்சு
complicated than it is, with his considerations like
அது போறது
the
வேஸ்ட்
acting
ப்ரோ
grand
பாட்லாம்
sage
போடுறது
trying to seize
உங்களுக்கு
the
இது
master's
ஸ்டேபிளாவே
powers.
இருக்காது
That question was obviously bait.
நேத்து இதே மாதிரி தான்
The
வந்தானுங்க
Vultur
வந்து
Volans
கொஞ்ச
under the
நேரம்
influence
பார்த்துட்டு
of
எல்லாம்
the
போயிட்டாங்க
sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps.
அது என்ன கும்பல்னு
The
தெரியல
test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
அதுதான்
This
அது
is
மாறி
why
மாறி
I was
வரும்
against becoming
நானும்
the
நேத்து
acting
பார்த்தேன்
grand sage from the very first.
நேத்து 2-3 வாட்டி
I was
100
willing to
காசு பண்ணிட்டு போய்
inevitably
பாருங்க
make a
போயிடுச்சா
lot of things
திருப்பி ஒரு
more
10 நிமிஷம்
troublesome than
திருப்பி வருவானுங்க
Excuse me, Acting Grand Sage
ப்ரோ
Alhaitham.
பாட்டு போறதா இருந்தா நான்
I've
ஸ்டார்டிங்கே
had a
போட்டிருப்பேனே
question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No, I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too.
இப்போ பாருங்க இப்போ 9
I
ஆயிடுச்சு
probably wouldn't have had
திருப்பியும் ஒரு
anybody
1 hour
of
half an hour கழிச்சு
your
வருவாங்க
caliber.
அது வேற ஏதோ கண்ட்ரி ஏதோ ஒரு
Then
கும்பல்
why did
வருதுன்னு
you
நினைக்கிறேன்
ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of
ஒரு
familiarity
4 நாள் கழிச்சு தான்
when I met you for the
அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்ல
first time.
பார்க்கணும் எந்த கண்ட்ரில வராங்கன்னு
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham. Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the Acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, What do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Akademiya then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors.
சொன்னல ப்ரோ ஃப்ளக்சுவேட் ஆயிட்டே
Did a
இருக்கும்.
thesis 1 year ago.
இவங்க எப்படி வரானுங்க எதுக்குன்னு தெரியல. மேபி ஏதாவது கிளிச்சா இல்ல பக் ஏதாவது இருக்கானு. ஏன்னா நேத்து வந்து 600 ஏதோ ஒரு வீடியோக்கு போச்சு வியூஸ். திடீர்னு பார்த்தா 500 400 வந்துருச்சு. திருப்பி இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகுது. அந்த எல்டன் ரிங்.
Human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none.
தெரிஞ்சா சொல்லுங்க வா. என்னது ப்ரோ?
Are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the Akademiya.
6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. Okay, they are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of Akademiya.
My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in
violation of
various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on
Bro,
board
live
and
chat la
ultimately
பேசுறது நீங்க
decided
மட்டும்
to
தான் bro.
reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy
Subscribers
sources
only
and
னு வெச்சா
electrical
எப்படி இருந்தாலும் யாரும்
components.
பேசுறது இல்ல.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules.
At least
and conduct
பேசினாவது
his
interaction வரும். அதான்
experiments
விட்டு
in
வச்சிருக்கேன்.
secret.
That sounds super suspicious.
ஏன்னா புதுசா வரவங்க பேசுவாங்கல்ல. நீங்க அப்பவே சப்ஸ்கிரைப் only போட்டா அவனுக்கு பிடிக்கலாம் போய்டுவானுங்க அப்படியே.
Can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times.
டிஃபரன்ஸ்
No
சரிதா.
matter how hard I try,
சரி ஓகே ஆன் பண்ணி வைக்கிறேன்
it
நெக்ஸ்ட்
feels
டைம்.
like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now,
Try to
try to
recall the
recall
things
things you
you
care
care
about.
about.
They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I
என்ன
was
bro இப்படி
kidnapped
சாப்பிட்டு
and
வரீங்க?
experimented on.
முதல்ல தலையெல்லாம் போடுறீங்க.
The kind of person I am, the things I've done.
ஸ்ட்ரீம் எப்போ ஓவர் ஆகுமா? இப்பதானே ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கேன் அதுக்குள்ள எந்த கார்டு போடுறீங்க?
How hard I try.
நான் எப்படியும் 120க்கு தான் முடிப்பேன்.
I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first
Is
is
to
to
get
get
my
my
paycheck.
paycheck from the
அதான் எங்க
Akademiya.
போனாலும் காசு தானே.
Give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville.
காந்தாராவில்.
I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't
ஓகே ப்ரோ
remember.
அனுப்புறேன்.
Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected.
இது எத்தனை நாளைக்குன்னு தெரியல.
However, you're the
வர
only
வரைக்கும்
one
watch
who
hours
has seen
ஏறட்டும்.
Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do
இந்த யூடியூப்
everything
புஷ்
we can
பண்றதே
to
அவன்
help
எப்படி
you
புஷ்
regain
பண்றான்
your
லாஜிக்கே
memories.
புரியல.
Losing your memories must be really painful.
But
But
don't
don't you
worry.
worry.
We will help you get them all
back.
back. நைட் ரைடர் கூட்டு போனா
Thank you
எடுத்துருவாளே
so much.
மெமரிஸை.
This feeling
முடியாதா?
it's more than just pain.
Pain, but I don't know how to describe it.
I have so few memories that I don't even have
New
a clear
policy.
idea of who I am, and my head's always ringing. It
2
feels
monthsலாம்
like I could
வேண்டாம்பா.
faint at any
எனக்கு அது
moment.
மானிட்டைஸ் ஆனா போதும்.
But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now.
Now,
Oh.
I do remember that I
Super,
worked
super. Push
part-time
push
at a place in the Akademiya called the
Research Preparation
Center.
Center. Okay.
That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
Oh.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
ஆமா ப்ரோ, நைட்டில் பண்ணால் யாரும் அந்த அளவுக்கு வரமாட்றாங்க. ஆனால் எனக்கே இப்போ இந்தியாவிலேருந்து வருவாங்களான்னு டவுட்டு தான். ஏன்னா நம்ம ஆளுங்க இப்போ எல்லாம் ஆஃபீஸ் காலேஜ் போயிருக்க டைம் 11 o'clock, சரி 12 o'clock, 12:30. அங்கே அகாடமிக்கு வரதுக்குள்ளே ஸ்டாமினாலாம் குறைஞ்சிருச்சு. இங்கே இருக்கான் அவன். ஆக்வர்ட்ஸ் வேறு போகணும் ப்ரோ, அது வேறு இன்னும் போகல. அதில் சைட் மிஷன்ஸ் நிறைய இருக்குது. நான் கோஆப் இருந்துச்சுன்னா சைட் மிஷன்ஸ் கோஆப்பில் பண்ணலான்னு பார்த்தேன். பட் எதுவும் மல்டிப்ளேயர் மோட் எடுக்கலை. அது ஏன் எடுக்கலைன்னு தெரியல. நான் இது வரைக்கும் இருக்க எல்லா வழியும் ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டேன். ஆனால் கிரியேட்டர்ஸ் ஒர்க் ஆகுது. நீங்கள் தான் இன்ஸ்டாலே பண்ணலையே, ஒர்க் ஆகும் பைபிளா.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Al-haitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look?
கூலாக ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்கள். லேக் இல்லாமல் இருந்துச்சுன்னா போட்டுருங்க, நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஆனால் கஷ்டமான கேம். அதில் கோஆப் இருக்குது, ஆனால் அது இதில் கிராக்கில் ஒர்க் ஆகுதான்னு தெரியல.
So that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas.
Ilyas, he worked a part-time here and he's here for his paycheck. Okay.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days?
அவன் தலைமையில் ஏதோ வீடியோ வச்சிருக்கான்.
That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other
Batman வேற
researchers
ஆரம்பிச்சு
more or
அப்படியே
less
நிக்குது.
finished
அது
their
வேற
share
ஒன்று.
of the work. However, there
இந்த
is one
பேட்டில் பாஸ்
thing that is
முடிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா
yet to be settled.
ஸ்டோரி கேம்ஸ் போயிடலாம் திருப்பி டெய்லி நைட்டு.
Chandra, you were in charge of following up on his off-site research application.
ஓகே ப்ரோ, பாய்.
He retracted his application a few days ago and cancelled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return.
Makesh.
Make sure you don't
Number Makesh
disappear
inga
without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some
Full Indian names
at
on
least. Is
Almost.
this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Okay guys, next where should we move? இதோ புக் இருக்கு. ஓ, Tale of Shriya and Shrine. அப்போ வேறு ஏதாவது புக்ஸ் இருக்கா? ரொம்ப பெரிய லைப்ரரி தான். வேறு லைப்ரரியில் புக் இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அது ஒன்று தான் இருக்கு. ஓகே, வெளில போவோம். ஹாய். Okay, we are now looking for Chandra. Again an Indian. எங்க சந்திரா? ஓ, அந்த பக்கமா? ஐ எம் சாரி பா.
Ilyas? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down.
Oh,
I'm
Akasha,
sure you're all
yes,
aware
yes, yes.
that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond
to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. Yes.
It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the Akademiya who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Oh, what happened? Screen 3D போயிட்டு வரோம்.
Ilyas? What's wrong?
My head.
இது அலாரம் அடிக்குது
It
போல.
hurts.
வாட்ச் முடிக்கிட்டானா? ஃபோன் பில் மாதிரியே தான் கேக்குது.
I remember now.
Remember?
I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36.
Siraj number 36.
Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module,
like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness of human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point?
ஆமா எதுக்காக இவ்வளவு பண்றான் கலெக்ட் பண்றான்
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual.
எல்லார மைண்ட் ஒன்னு சேர்க்கறான்.
Whoa.
எல்லார thinking thought process.
Paimon
thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as al-haitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different
numbers. Okay.
Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry. We have to stop him before it's complete.
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Look for Janaki. Inga irukka Janaki. Yemo Janaki alakingla. Dorin. 180 meters ah. Oh, indha pakama. கீழே போன போலயே. செத்துருப்ப.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Siraj.
Ilyas?
இவளுக்கு எப்படி
Do
தெரியுது?
you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
நான் வாயை திறக்காம
No,
பேசா.
I'm not. I actually have amnesia,
Amnesia.
so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh. Just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
ஓ நிறைய பேர் அவன் மைண்ட் கண்ட்ரோல்
Did
மைண்ட்
Siraj
தாட்
tell
ப்ராசஸ்
you
பண்ணி
how he
வச்சிருக்கான்
assigned
போலயே.
numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy
Oh,
from our
ஞான
heads back
எனர்ஜி
then?
ஃப்ரம் வாட்டர் பேக்ஸ்.
They left
ஓகே.
a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person.
இல்ல அந்த
I don't
அக்காஷாவால
know how
வர்றது.
Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
ஓ ஸோ அந்த அக்காஷா வந்து லீக் ஆனதை வச்சு தான் பையன் இதை கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கான்.
He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
அவது பேர்னா
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it.
ஓ
Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The matra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it. so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much.
I really don't.
பையன் ஏதோ
But
பண்ணியிருக்கான்.
after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
எங்கேருந்து வராங்க, எதுக்கு வராங்க, எங்க போறாங்க?
Like I said before,
Maybe நாளைக்கு வேற எங்கேயும் போட்டு போக போறாங்களா?
I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the house of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
என்ன முடிஞ்சிருச்சா? ஐயோ, திருப்பி அவ்வளோ தூரம் போகணுமா? கீழே போகணுமா? பொங்குனவா நான் மரத்துலயே. இங்கே இருக்காமா? இங்கே இருக்காமா? ஓ, இப்போ இது அந்த ஸ்காரமூஸ் அரைச்சி வச்ச இடம்ல.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Gandharvaville.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
மேலே போகணுமா? மேலே செல்றதுக்கு வழி. ஓ, go up. இவ்வளோ பெருசு வந்துடுமா? வாவ். ஓ, இதான் கிராண்ட் ஸ்டேஜ் இடமா? கேமரா ஆங்கிளே சரியா வர மாட்டேங்குது. கேமரா ஆங்கிள் சரியா வர மாட்டேங்குது.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
Abundance of heroes. Recently, there is a new rumor that a student has ability. Ghost of Patrice Die.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas' file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Akademiya for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Akademiya sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas' paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
நல்ல வேலை மான்ஸ்டரோட ஆரம்பிக்கல எனக்கு. நான் ஃபெஸ்டிவ்ஸ் நல்லா இருக்கு. சரி, இங்கே நம்ம கேத்ரின் ஹவுஸ் நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்காங்க டெக்கரேஷன். விண்ட்லூம் ஃபெஸ்ட் ஆரம்பிச்சிடுச்சு.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. but it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice snack, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition treats sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last two glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds?
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon,
Thank
goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Whoa! Sucrose?
Go ahead, Sucrose.
We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
Phew. Okay. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Wimbloom Festival Special Ambassador by the
Congratulations,
Knights of
Sucrose.
Favonius
Congratulations. Special Ambassador.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Is that a
test tube?
Test tube.
Yep, every time
Paimon
I do a
போட்டு
good
அடைச்சிருங்க
deed for
அதெல்லாம்.
someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
One final breath of joy. அதான் Paimon கூட அடைச்சிருது.
That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame, and then you'll get your last breath of
அதான்.
joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, does it need to be more like official. Or ceremonious or something?
No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Wimbloom Festival and all.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas.
ஐடியாவா இதுகிட்ட கேட்டினா ஐடியாக்கு சோறு சுரந்தாலையும்.
Yes, you're right.
Well, if he's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking anyway. But if things don't work out,
அதானே என்னடா இன்னும் அந்த ஸ்வீட் மடையமே கேட்கலன்னு பார்த்தேன். அவன் டென்ஷன் ஆயிட்டான்.
Come on, traveler. This is a festival of gratitude. gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
என்னத்த அப்படி பாக்குது பைமான்?
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Oh.
That's Kale, right? When did she arrive at Mondstadt?
இங்க போறா அவ.
Let's go say hi.
நானே போய் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க போங்க. Gathering of Outlanders. நம்ம ஆக்சுவலி வந்தது இவகிட்ட பேசி டெய்லி கமிஷன் காசு வாங்குறது.
Ad Astra
இவ பாட்டு கதைய ஆரம்பிச்சு விட்டா.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commission.
அம்மா நீ ஒரு 5-10க்கு இவ்வளோ டைலாக் நான் கேட்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்கு. சரி நம்ம ஸ்டோரி முடிச்சுட்டு வந்தோம் இங்கே விட்டோம். காந்தாரா வயல் போகணும். போனால் முடிஞ்சிடும் நினைக்கிறேன்.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Akademiya. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Akademiya. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here, it's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah, you don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends.
Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilyas.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I disliked to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
ஆமா ப்ரோ அது எப்படினே தெரியல ப்ரோ இதுக்கு வராங்கனே எல்டன் ரிங் ஒரு வீடியோ போட்டேன் அந்த ஒரு வீடியோல தான் வருது நினைக்கிறேன்
Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great. Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked
ஒரு சில நேரத்துல நான் புஷ் பண்ணானா உங்களுக்கு சப் சூப்பரா வரும் அந்த மாதிரி புஷ் பண்றாங்க போன வாட்டி இது மாதிரி வாட்டி புஷ் பண்ணா 2k வியூஸ்லாம் போச்சு போன வாட்டி
We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness or it'll be too late.
அப்படியே போற போக்குல அப்படியே புஷ் பண்ணி என்ன 1000k தொட்டு விட்டானா போதும் சரி 1k தொட்டுனா போதும் மானிடைஸ் பண்ணுவேன் அது வரைக்கும் அவன் புஷ் பண்ணணும் போன வாட்டி இது மாதிரி தான் ஒரு 10-15 days புஷ் பண்ணான் வீடியோஸை நல்ல வியூஸ் வந்துச்சு அப்புறமா சுத்தமாக வியூஸ் போல எல்லா யூடியூப் கிட்ட தான் இருக்கு நம்ம என்னதான் டைட்டில் கிட்டில் போட்டாலும் அவன் புஷ் பண்ணணும் அல்ஹைதம் ஸ்டோரி குவெஸ்ட் தான் பண்ணிருக்கேன் இதெல்லாம் ஸ்டோரி குவெஸ்ட் இருக்க மிஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் முடிச்சுட்டு அப்புறமா தான் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ண வேண்டும் புஷ் பண்ணுறது யூடியூப்கார புஷ் பண்ணால் தான் உண்டு ஆனால் நீங்கள் பே பண்ணி இதெல்லாம் வாங்கலாம் சப்ஸ்லாம் வாங்கலாம் ஆனால் அது என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னா ஒரு சில இதில் வந்து சப்ஸ் நீங்கள் வாங்கும் போது ஒரு 5-6 நாளுக்கு இருக்கும் அதுக்கப்புறமா எல்லாம் காணாம போடுவானுங்க ஸோ நம்பி எங்கேயும் வாங்க முடியாது அதை தான் நான் எதுவும் வாங்கலை ஆனால் வாங்கணும்னு நினச்சா வாங்கிடலாம் ஆனால் ரேட் அதிகம் ப்ரோ நான் 2 இடத்துல பார்த்தேன் செம்ம ரேட்டு சப்ஸுக்கெலாம் நமக்கு அவ்வளோ காசெல்லாம் இல்லைப்பா சப்பு வாங்குற அளவுக்குலாம் ஏதோ கேரக்டர்ஸ் விஷ் பண்ணுறதோட சரி இங்கே அது கீழே இருக்கா ஆமாம் ஆடு போடலாம் நீங்கள் உங்கள் சேனலுக்கு ஆனால் நீங்கள் ஆடு போடுறீங்கன்னா உங்கள் சேனலுக்கு எதாவது கண்டென்ட் இருக்கணும் நம்ம லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் மட்டும் தானே போடுறோம் கேமுக்கு அதுக்கு நீங்கள் ஆடு போட்டிங்கன்னா ஒருத்தன் வந்து பார்க்க மாட்டான் ஆடு போடணுன்னா நீங்கள் அதுக்கேற்றபடி ஏதாவது ப்ராடக்ட் சேல்ஸ் பண்ணுறது அந்த ப்ராடக்டோடைய ரிவ்யூ அது மாதிரிலாம் போட்டிங்கன்னா ஆட்ஸாக வச்சிங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு ரிவ்யூ பண்ணுவீங்க நீங்கள் மற்ற ஐட்டம்ஸ்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுக்கு சப் பண்ணுவானுங்க நம்ம ஆடுற கேம் ரிவ்யூ எவன் வந்து சப் பண்ண போகிறான் ஆடை பார்த்துட்டு என்ன பண்ணும் என்டர் த ரிசர்ச் பேஸா ஒரு எலக்ட்ரோ தேவை ஸ்டார்ட் ஆடும் ரேட் அதிகம் ப்ரோ யூடியூப்ல ஆடு போடுறதுலாம் வேஸ்ட் ஆனால் கென்ஷின் திருப்பியும் ஆரம்பிச்சதுலேருந்து தான் நேற்றுலாம் நல்ல வியூ கென்ஷனுக்கு இப்போ கூட வந்தாங்க வந்துட்டு 1/2 hour 1 hour இருந்துட்டு போயிட்டாங்க ஸ்டோரி முடியும் போது போயிடுச்சு எல்லாம் போயிட்டாங்க இதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்டோரி இல்லை போலையே இட்ஸ் bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined.
Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place?
எங்கே இலியாஸை காணோம்
Ilyas! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here?
வைசு வீடியோ பார்த்தேன். டேமேஜ் வீடியோவும் இருக்கு.
There's no need
ட்விட்டர்ல
for
வந்துருச்சு.
that. Let's keep
நான்
moving.
டேமேஜ் பெருசா இருக்க மாதிரி தெரியல. ஆனா ஷீல்டு நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
We'll continue in and see if he catches
அவன்
up.
ரிலீஸ் ஆனப்ப பார்க்கணும். ஷீல்டு பிளஸ் ஹீல் தான் அவன். என்ன டெலிபோர்ட்டா? ஓ ஃபிளாஷ்பேக்.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
ஷீல்டு பிளஸ் ஹீல் தான் நீங்க தாராளமா எடுக்கலாம். எனக்கும் தேவை ஒரு ஷீல்டு பிளஸ் ஹீல் கேரக்டர்.
Everyone knows that
அதுவும்
Johnny is
டென்டோல.
stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth?
ரெண்டு ஹீல் வச்சிட்டனா டீம் முடிஞ்சிரும். நல்லா இருக்கும்.
To send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall,
ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் ஹீலர் இருக்கா. அவ கூட இவனை வச்சிட்டு ஏஏ பில்ட் பண்ணனும். அப்படி சைனோ டேமேஜ் நடக்கான்னு பார்க்கணும். EM பில்ட் போட்டு.
If Johnny was kicked out because of
டென்ட்ரோ ஃபுல் டீமா? இல்ல நான் வந்து ஹைப்பர் ப்ளூம் போலான்னு பார்த்தேன்.
Too many people would be affected.
சாரி அக்ரிவேட் போலான்னு பார்த்தேன்.
He's obviously
சைனோ வச்சிட்டு சைனோ ஏ அப்புறம் இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர் பைசுவும் இன்னொரு ஃபோர்ஸர் ஒன்று இருக்குல்ல யோயா.
He struts around with your research data and takes credit for it.
நான் அப்படி போலாம் பார்த்தேன்.
Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people
டென்ட்ரோ ஃபுல் டீம்னா என்கிட்ட ஆல்ரெடி நைடா வந்து பிரிச்சு அந்த டீம்ல போட்டேன்.
They have a point. This is just how things are.
Spread.
All I want is to graduate without any
ஸ்ப்ரெட்னா என்ன எலக்ட்ரோ?
It's okay.
ஸ்ப்ரெட்டுக்கு என்ன பண்ணனும்? ஸ்ப்ரெட் டீமுக்கு
Half a year of your time and effort.
பத்தி படிக்கவே இல்லையே.
Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults, all for a measly 20,000 mora.
டென்ட்ரோ டேமேஜ் டு எனிமீஸ். ஓ வெறும் டென்ட்ரோ மட்டும் கொடுத்தா ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகுமா?
It's fine.
Elemental reaction in spread, which is considered sub-reaction as it can only be triggered by dealing dendro damage to enemies affected by Quicken Aura. Quicken Aura na? Naira, Baizu, Eimiko, Yayo. Oh, okay. அதான் நான் யோசிச்சது வந்து நைராக்கு பதிலாக யோயோ சரி நைராக்கு பதிலாக டினாரி அப்புறம் பைசு யோயோ ஏமிக்கோ அப்படி இல்லைனா அவனை தூக்கிட்டு இன்னொரு எலக்ட்ரோ வச்சுக்கிட்டோம் ஃபிஷல். ஓகே அதுதான் அதுக்கு தான் நான் இல்லை எலக்ட்ரோ அப்ளை பண்ணிட்டு டென்ட்ரோ போட்டால் அது அக்ரிவேட் ஆகிட்டாதா? அதுதான் அக்ரிவேட்டு aggravate. Character applies electro to an enemy in the quickened state. It doesn't really multiply but flat damage. Raises depending on the EM. Eimiko, Raiden, Shogun, Tenari, Dendro Traveler. Eimiko, Dendro Traveler, Fischl, Zongli. Tenari, Raiden, Shogun, Cookie. டென்ட்ரோ மேலே எலக்ட்ரோ பண்ணால் அக்ரிவேட். ஓகே அப்போ எலக்ட்ரோ மேலே டென்ட்ரோ போட்டால் அது மாறுமா என்ன? கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகிட்டனே.
You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably
Quicken is purely dendro plus electro. Oh, right.
To the collective consciousness.
Attack with electro again to trigger the activate. ஓ அது மேலே குவிக்கன் மேலே எலக்ட்ரோ போட்டால் அது இது அக்ரிவேட் ஆகிடுது. ரைட்டு இவ்வளோ கம்பல்ஸாக வச்சுருக்காங்க. ஐ வில் டஸ் 3 times டேமேஜ் as ரப்சர் டென்ட்ரோ கோர் இஃப் அன் எலக்ட்ரோ. ஆமாம் டென்ட்ரோ கோலை யூஸ் பண்ணால் C6 அது வேறு நல்லாயிருக்கும் டேமேஜ். As a plus, it owns in on target instead of exploding in one place. Hyper Bloom implies that a hydro character is on the team to create dendro characters. Hyper Bloom நான் இப்போதைக்கு நான் ஆல்ரெடி நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் டீம்லேயே ஹைப்பர் ப்ளூம் தான் வச்சுருக்கேன். எனக்கு செகண்ட் டீம் தான் வீக்காக இருக்குது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டீம் நல்லா ஸ்ட்ராங்காக இருக்குது. செகண்ட் டீம் தான் இப்போ நல்ல எலக்ட்ரோ EMBS டீம் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஏன்னா நார்மல் மோனோ ஜியோலாம் ஒர்க்கே ஆகலை இந்த வாட்டி. ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டேன். கானியூ இருக்கவே இந்த வாட்டி முடிக்க முடிஞ்சது. இதெல்லாம் கஷ்டம். ஆமாம் அதுதான் இப்போ எய்முக்கு தான் நெக்ஸ்ட் பில் பண்ணணும். இல்லை இந்த பக்கம் போக முடியல. யூ மஸ்ட் பிளேஸ் கீ இன் டு த கார்ட் ஸ்லாட். எங்கேயாவது கார்ட் ஸ்லாட். ஐ கீ எடுத்தாச்சு. கார்ட் ஸ்லாட் தேடணுமா? அங்கே இருக்கா? அக்ரிவேப்பிள் செப்பம் அதான் இப்போ நான் இப்போ தான் வச்சுருந்தேன். அக்ரிவேப்பிள் செப்பம் நான் வச்சுருக்கேன். ரைடன் ஷோகன், நைடா, கொக்கோமி, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஜிங்க்யூ. ஸோ இப்போ அது ஃபஸ்ட் டீம். அது டீம் நல்லா சாலிடாக இருக்குது. செகண்ட் டீமுக்கு நான் வந்து காணி வச்சு தான் உபயோகிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன். அவளுக்கும் நான் இன்னும் சரியாக பில்ட் பண்ணலை. சுமாராக தான் போயிட்டுருக்கு. செஸ்டா இங்கே விட்டு இங்கே ஒரு செஸ்ட் இருக்கா? வழக்கமாக போட்டு பார்ப்பேன். இந்த வாட்டி பார்க்காம வந்துட்டேன் அப்படியே. இந்த பக்கம் இது வச்சுருக்கான். நம்ம அந்தவும் போவோம். இங்கே இன்னொரு கீ தேவையா? இது ரிமூவ் கீ. ஷிட். இதுக்கு ஒரு கீ தேவையாச்சு.
That doesn't seem right. Maybe we need to use 2 keys at once.
2 keys at once. 2 keys at once னா இங்கே நம்ம எழுதி வச்சுருக்காங்க. இப்போ எனக்கு 2 கீ தேவை. இங்கேருந்து கீ எடுத்தால் அந்த டோர் மூடிடும். கரெக்டா? எஸ். மேபி இதை எடுத்து இங்கே வச்சு அப்போ கூட அங்கேருந்து எடுத்துட முடியாது. இதை எடுத்து அந்த டோர் முடிக்கும்ல. ஓகே, இப்போ இதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணால் ஃபைன். இங்கே ஒரு கீ வச்சாச்சு, இங்கே ஒரு கீ வச்சாச்சு. டேமேஜ் கம்மியாக தான் இவ்வளோதான் வருமா டேமேஜ்? $61, $180. லைட் ஆஃப் லோடிங் இன்செஷன். எலக்ட்ரோ அப்ளை பண்ணுமா? ஓகே, சைனோ வச்சுருக்கேன் அதுக்கு தான். ஆனால் சைனுக்கு பெர்ஃபெக்ஷன் கொண்டு வந்துடணும் போல். ஆர்டிஃபேக்ட் நொப்ளிஸா இன்னும் இவ்வளோ மட்டமான பில்டப் போட்டு வச்சுருக்கான். கான்ஸ்டியூஷன்ஸில் 3, டேலண்ட்டில் 11. இப்போ எல்லாத்துக்கும் அப்ளை பண்ணியாச்சா? ஐயோ, எல்லாரும் பார்த்தோம் இங்கே வரலையே. இன்னும் 2 நிமிஷமா? என்னதான் 10 டோர் அப்ளை பண்ணாலும் 8 to 9 தான் வருது. டோர் ஓப்பன் ஆயிடுச்சு.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been
ஆமாம்
done
ப்ரோ,
for a
ஆக்டிவேட் ஆகலை. ஏன்னா சைன் வச்சுக்கிறதால அந்த அளவுக்கு எலக்ட்ரோ அப்ளை ஆக மாட்டேங்குது. எப்படி நிற்கணுமா? எல்லாமே ப்ளூமில் போயிடுச்சு. ஆமாம், கொக்கோமி வந்து அப்ளை பண்ணி விட்டா ஹைட்ரோவை. ஆனால் இவன் அக்ரிவேட்னால இவனுக்கு ஃபுல்லாகவே நான் எடுக்கவே இல்லை. ஸோ தெரில எனக்கு அந்த அளவுக்கு. கிட்ட போகணுமா என்ன? போக முடியாதா? ஓப்பு. ஒவ்வொருத்தராக பார்த்துக்க போகிறோம் போல. நல்ல டிபிஎஸ்ஸா? எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு டிபிஎஸ், நல்ல டிபிஎஸ்ஸாக தேவை டென்ரோவில். இவனுக்கு ஈக்குவலாக இந்த டென்ரோ இதுக்கப்புறமா வரலன்னா மேபி நெக்ஸ்ட்டு டைம் கண்டிப்பாக வருவான் இவன். இன்னும் அடுத்த 2-3 இதில். ஏன்னா புது கேரக்டர் திருப்பி வரையன்னு போடுவான்ல. ஸோ இவனை பீட் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு டிபிஎஸ் வரலாம். மேபி இவனை எடுத்துடலாம் நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம்.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate
நான் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணது
all those scholars in the Akademiya
EM
are
பேஸ்ட்
prime
ஒன்று தேவை.
examples.
நைடாக் மாதிரியே இருந்ததுன்னா சப்போர்ட்டாக யூஸ் பண்ணிடலாம். சப் டிபிஎஸ்ஸாக போட்டுட்டு ஆல்ரெடி எய்மிக்கோ இருக்கா அவளை யூஸ் பண்ணலான்னு பார்த்தேன். எய்மிக்கோ அதாவது பில்ட் பண்ணல. வேற நல்ல கேரக்டர் வரட்டும்ட்டு. மறுபடியுமா? ஓ பரவாயில்ல. இப்போதைக்கு எனக்கு ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தேவைப்படுறது காசுவா தான். நான் இப்போ வர மாதிரி தெரியல. ஜானகி.
Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
Zap.
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Oh, why don't we take both keys with us? எங்க இருக்கு ரெண்டு கீ? அப்படி ஃப்ரண்ட்ல போய் எடுத்துட்டு வரணுமோ? ஓ இங்க ஒரு கீ இருக்கு. எங்க கீ விட்டானா? ரெண்டு கீ இங்கே வச்சுட்டேன். நீ எப்பயும் இது ஓப்பன் ஆகல. ரெண்டு கீ இங்கே வச்சுட்டேன். பட் இன்னும் அந்த டோர் ஓப்பன் ஆகலை. வேறு ஏதாவது மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்னா இங்கே? கண்ணு கட்டி வச்சுக்கிறாங்க இவ்வளோ. அதான் ப்ரோ அந்த ஒன்று தான் இன்னொன்று எங்கே இருக்குன்னு தேடுறேன். உலகில் எங்கேயாவது இருக்கா? இங்கே ஒன்றத்தை படுத்துனுங்கிறான். அதான் இந்த ஒன்று இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுறது தான் என்னோட கீ இல்லையே. ஓ இங்கே ஒன்று தீர்ப்பு அங்கே போட்டுருணுமா? ரைட்டு இப்போ வந்து அங்கே தூக்கிட்டு வந்து இங்கே வைக்கணுமா? ஓ இதை தான் மூடிடும். ஓகே ஓகே ஃபைன். அப்போனா அதை தூக்கிட்டு வந்து இங்கே வச்சுட்டு இதை தூக்கிட்டு போய் இங்கே போட்டுட்டு இப்போ அதை தூக்கிட்டு வந்து என்னென்ன பண்ண வைக்கிறானுங்க. கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டேன். இப்போ இதை தூக்கினா போயிடும்ல. சரி பார்ப்போம். மறுபடியும் ஒரு கட் சீட். அவன் டார்ச்சர் பண்றானுங்க போல ப்ராஜெக்ட் முடியும்.
Very strange.
Is there really no research group?
No research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj?
Siraj, oh, even another.
Before? Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
What did you see?
Siraj pursued Ilyas to join the hive. Story கவனிக்கவில்லையே. Your life won't be so dolorous.
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk!
நினைக்கிறேன்.
No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilyas is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
இவ்வளோ பெருசாக இருக்கு. ஏதாவது ஃபைட் வருமோ?
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilyas. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the matra and bring al-haitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36?
Already ஆட பாவிகளா.
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool al-haitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I entered this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
That
is Siraj. The boss man enters.
Giga jerk?
Giga jerka.
How bold of you. Have I done something to offend you? I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the Akademiya to build a collective consciousness. I
Collective
assigned numbers
consciousness.
to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the Akademiya who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas?
Ilyas. இப்போ இதில் 2 பேர்ல யாரோ ஒருத்தர் பாஸா மாற போறாங்க. அது யாருன்னு தெரியல.
There's no need to
இது ஒரு ஃபைட் வருமா இல்ல அப்படியே முடிச்சுவாங்களா? சப்பையா?
It is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
Oh.
Welcome to the hive, al-haitham. You
Idan
once
Daiba.
arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
அதுக்குன்னு இத்தனை பேரோட இது கான்ஷியஸ்னஸை கம்பைன் பண்ணி அவங்க டார்ச்சர் பண்ணி வெறுப்பேத்துறாங்க.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the Akademiya. They're executing another phase of the plan.
The plan to install me as sage.
Plan to install me as a sage.
Oh.
The collective consciousness links
all of us into a single mind. Seri, showcasing our individual
strengths
Oh.
as we work together. We are able to execute
முதல்ல மைண்ட்ல பண்றான்
while
அகாடமில இருக்க எல்லாரையுமே
modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly.
You are our biggest obstacle.
Our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. The hive will be in control.
Oh.
And it will lead the Akademiya
towards a new
future.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Huh? என்ன சொன்னேன்னு கேட்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டான்.
Yes.
அடப்பாவி.
Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the Akademiya? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as al-haitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Al-haitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
Alarm அடிக்குது.
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Thoughts from memory.
Isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided me, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilyas would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj?
Oh.
Wouldn't expect any less from you, al-haitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... Wait, it's back to normal already?
Al-haitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
என்னடா குட்டி குட்டியா விடுறீங்க? நான் என்ன பெருசா தான் பாஸ் வரம் பார்த்தேன்.
And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it.
Oh.
Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training.
அதையும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணி சொல்யூஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கான் போல.
Drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all
மைண்ட் பண்றது வந்து ரொம்ப
pay
கஷ்டம்
for
போல.
your ceaseless arrogance.
Hey, al-haitham, your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Oh.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
நம்ம இது அடிக்கிற மாதிரி டயலாக் பேசுது. அடிக்க போறது நம்ம.
I see everything.
Okay.
Nowhere to run.
So up how you.
Positions.
Surrender.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that he can evolve.
A process of elimination.
Rest and rebuild.
Surrender. You
Inna.
see?
Oh.
That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective.
Work vacancy-யா நான் உங்களுக்கு தனியா பிங் பண்றேன். நீங்க என்ன எதுன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. நான் உங்களுக்கு பிங் பண்றேன்.
Allow me. Make yourselves at home. Covenant of
Hey.
the Deep.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
விஷயம் தான் தேவை போல. I like him. நான் அஃபிஷியல் எடுத்து வரல டீமில்.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stay condemned.
What's going on? What's with this sudden
இப்போதான்டா
influx
என்னோட
of
பர்ஸ்ட்டை
information?
போட்டேன்.
Silence! Has the overmind I command you!
சைலன்ஸா? இது யாரு? ஓகே ஃபஸ்ட்டு
Everyone hold hands.
Nowhere to run.
இது எலக்ட்ரோ இவன் சரியாக அப்ளை பண்ண மாட்டான், நாளைக்கு போக மாட்டான்.
Hold the line.
How is that possible? Why
Ooh.
hasn't it been resolved?
Was there an error in my judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The overmind must have made an error in his judgment. But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one.
ஓ ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கா? சரி ஓகே, ப்ரொஃபைல் அனுப்புங்க முதல்ல, என்ன இதுன்னு தெரியணும்ல எனக்கு. ப்ரொஃபைல் அனுப்பிச்சிங்கன்னா நான் பார்த்து சொல்கிறேன், இருந்துச்சுன்னா நான் ரெஃபர் பண்ணி விடுறேன் அவரை. தப்பாக போட்டேன். கேமரா வேறு ரொம்ப இடமா போகுது.
Here you are. A process of elimination.
அவ்வளோதான், எல்லாம் போட்டு தெரியாச்சு.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilyas has now become a memory shared by all members of the hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
Okay bro, நான் பார்க்குறேன்.
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate beyond a certain threshold,
நான் பார்த்துட்டு எச்சா ஷேர் பண்ணி விடுறேன். ஏதோ blood veins மாதிரி இது உள்ள போறான்.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list. Siraj is a liar.
This isn't what we agreed to.
ஓ எல்லாமே தாட்ஸ் போல. ஒவ்வொருத்தர் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்க. அவ்வளோதான், எல்லாரும் டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆயிட்டாங்க. கத்தி
The hive shut down? just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example,
Pressure
Ilyas did
mechanical
have
தான bro.
different
Mechanical இருந்தா
perceptions,
pressure க்கு
but he
GT ல கொஞ்சம்
ultimately
openings இருக்கும்
followed the
நினைக்கிறேன். நான்
collective
HR காமிச்சிருக்கேன்.
consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from
Mechanical
perfect.
அப்புறம்
Based on this
electricalum
logic, the
எடுக்க
collective
வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு.
consciousness will generate an
Electricalum opening
intractable
இருந்துச்சு நினைக்கிறேன்.
diffusion effect upon encountering
அப்புறம்
negative
IT ல
emotions.
இருந்துச்சு.
The disturbance that Ilyas caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the overmind.
BCA ஓகே ஆமா IT ல இருக்கு பிரச்சனை நான் சேர்க்கறேன். ஏதாவது மேட்ச் ஆச்சுனா
which
அவங்க கொண்டு வாங்க.
diminishes the overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension.
ஆனா அவங்க லாங்குவேஜ் கொஞ்சமாவது பேசிக்கா தெரிஞ்சிரணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. என்ன லாங்குவேஜ் தெரியல எனக்கு. அத நான்
These
விசாரிச்சு தான்
negative
பார்க்கணும்.
emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilyas was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilyas was the bait all along. But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him.
Oh.
Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the Akademiya and stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description.
இந்த R&D bro Renault Nissan Technological Center னு வரும்.
Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
மஹிந்திரா சிட்டில இருக்கு.
Cyno? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Cyno. So you really did know that something was up with Ilyas from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Akademiya a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Cyno, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Akademiya. We can't let those jerks get
RNTBCI தெரியும்னா வரும்.
Don't worry.
RNTBCI.
The matra have started screening
கண்ணு ரெட்
suspicious
கலர்ல
persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates.
அப்ப க்ளோஸா
This
பார்க்கறேன்.
was
நோட்டீஸ்
likely
பண்றேன்.
one factor that caused the hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, al-haitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that al-haitham might pressure the matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Akademiya will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards al-haitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate al-haitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to al-haitham?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell al-haitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped? We can ask al-haitham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at
Siraj number
Gandharville,
36.
I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice. But I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like al-haitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to al-haitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Band-Aid.
It's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Al-haitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Akademiya.
Okay, you stay safe too, Cyno. Let's go meet up with al-haitham.
முடிஞ்சிருச்சா? இந்த செஸ்ட்க்கு தான் இவ்வளோ மணி நேரம் ஆடி வந்தோம். அதுவும் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் புக்கு இன்ட்டு 2, அதில் இன்ட்டு 1. வேறு மிஸ்ஸிங்கில் இருக்கா? அவ்வளோதானா?
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your kind!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
அசிங்கப்படுத்திட்டான்.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
Oh.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Oh.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the Akademiya, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, al-haitham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that al-haitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
Oh.
Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't
worry about it. My name is Kave. I'm sorry to have mentioned under these circumstances.
Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe some Mora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you? Of course. You're al-haitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead? Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Okay.
wait,
It is too conservative. He built such a large lab, Mama. Are all the people even try to get rid
One way
of
to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects.
Okay.
That's way too dangerous.
Amma, you are not seriously considering that you are.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight. And humans, that's why the Akademiya prohibited research into human evolution.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of.
Strange research that radicals.
Are you all okay? Huh. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well,
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in...
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
You whisper very loud.
Boss, the minors nanchi overa pesitீங்க.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think.
I bear them no ill will. More, to some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj.
Ilyas also said that he wanted to tell us the truth. He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the... I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes. So
okay, நானும் கிளம்புறேன் பா. எனக்கு work ஆச்சு. Work time வந்துருச்சு.
You only started investigating.
அதாவது நான் ஓட்டிட்டு இருக்கேன். பெருசா தான் பேசல.
It didn't seem like you were interested in him or his...
I had no interest in him personally.
Yes, why so many people were willing to form a cult?
I now understand the reason.
I now understand the reason. The fall of sages and shutdown of Akasha Pulses deeply affected the Akademiya.
The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest, despite not being approved,
lack of research
speaks to the lack of... As the acting Grand Sage... In addition, what happened to Ilyas is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't...
Paimon understands now.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description.
Wait, you're...
Resignation?
I don't think Siraj knew about that.
We are waiting for him to days acting. It would have already
what he do then wouldn't have been an...
But why did...
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official... If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long,
the position might become permanent. Oh, okay.
That would be troublesome. It's important to keep your priorities straight.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's...
See ya.
Amma. Okay, ba. Nana company ba. See you ba. Use na the bomb mudittu. Tata.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Akademiya pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Akademiya can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's my message coming from someone about to resign.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How
come?
Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it?
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some...
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry,
So I'll have to bring you along and...
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan.
Can't you just be nice?
Pretending that you're not in...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right?
There's no need to hide it so carefully.
What?
Hey.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone who would leave.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Akademiya pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Akademiya can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm
And I suppose they'd let...
Again, that's...
What? At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his...
You... I took time out...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to...
What? Are you trying to annoy me to...
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry,
So I'll have to bring you a...
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be not...
Pretending that you're not...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything.
There's no need to hide...
What?
ஓகே கைஸ், எனக்கும் டைம் ஆகிவிட்டது. 2 மணி ஆக போகிறது. நான் போய் மீட்டிங்கில் ஜாயின் பண்ண வேண்டும். ஓகே, நாளைக்கு வேற ஒரு கேம்ல பார்ப்போம். பாய்.